All right, I've made it another state 39, so that means Virginia took 20 days, and now Virginia is the longest state. Now the state should come pretty quick. It's starting to snow very lightly, but I didn't expect that. But I don't care, because today my friend Shannon is gonna pick me up. Met her on the PCT. No, I actually met her on the Colorado Trail last year, and she's out in DC right now, so gonna go spend a zero out in DC, eat a bunch of good food. Comes at a really opportune time because I do need to rest my knee. Not using the knee brace right now, and it's doing okay. Did pretty good yesterday. Started to feel a little bit towards the end of the day, and yeah, my ankle is pretty much all good. So I think, you know, today is a lighter day. The last 2 days have been lighter days. Things are healing. Take a day off, and then it's flatter through Maryland, Pennsylvania, those areas. So that'll be another bit of a break, and everything should be good. So it always all works out. I've learned to just really not worry out here, or not worry as much. Yeah, things just work out. Just pretty cool. Yeah, just a tiny bit of snow. I guess it's kind of cold today, huh? Yes, this is the north end of the roller coaster. Worst ride ever. I want my money back. It is snowing. This is unexpected, but kind of nice. Yeah, where are y'all from?
I'm from Arlington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm up from Ocean City, Maryland.
Nice.
You can see.
Oh yeah, there's some nice bruising over there. Did you feel any pop or?
I didn't hear it pop.
Okay.
I tried to roll with it. I twisted it yesterday, and then she gave again. I tried to roll with it.
Okay.
But I didn't hear it pop. I've heard it pop before.
Cool. Awesome.
Quadzilla, you're the bad dude. Came at a good time, my friend.
Absolutely,
Sorry to slow you down.
Interesting how I was just talking about whatever you need comes to you on trail. Those guys back there, one guy had rolled his ankle. He was bruised up pretty bad. And I had my Wilderness EMT, so helped him tape it up, and hopefully that'll keep it stable and good to go until they reach Harpers Ferry. Just one of those things, like whatever you need out here magically appears. It's pretty wild. These flowers are really pretty, and they grow in a way it looks like it's like cultivated. It's like someone planted these right here. Hopefully the cold today doesn't kill off these flowers. Doesn't it look like these wildflowers are planted along the trail? They're so pretty. Had a nice zero in Washington D.C. With Marvel, who I met on the Colorado Trail last year, and ate a tremendous amount of food. It was actually pretty cold yesterday and last night. It's supposed to be pretty cold tonight too, but I think yesterday was the coldest one, so that was good timing. I am headed into Harpers Ferry now. I got off at Keys Gap, so I got back on there, Just a couple more miles now. It's been really flat, easy, fast hiking. My knee is feeling good. My ankle on the right side is pretty much completely healed. So now I just have to do a little more stretching, a little bit foam rolling, and should be good. Much flatter Maryland, Pennsylvania, so that'll help as well. So I got some boxes to pick up in Harpers Ferry, some shoes, food, socks, all kinds of stuff. So everything needs to be replaced every 500-ish miles, and then continue on. It's a pretty cold day today. It's like 35 out here. Wind chill is much colder than that, and tonight it's supposed to get down into the 20s, I believe. This is the Potomac River. Got some mail. So it's a resupply from Harper. Such good stuff. I'm gonna have to cold soak those meals, but that'll be alright. And then I got some shoes. I got some ultra temps this time, and then my rain pants got some holes in them, so replacement pair of those from Northwest Alpine. So I'm at the HEC headquarters right now. I was hoping to get my picture taken and tag and all that, but they are closed. I don't know if they closed early today or they're just closed on Mondays. Yeah, I was hoping to sit inside and change my shoes and do resupply and all that, but I guess I will just do it outside in the cold. It is really cold now. Like, it's really, really cold right now. Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. Onward to Maryland.
Hello.
Howdy. So just as I was leaving the ATC, a guy came walking out and that worked there or volunteered there, and he was able to take my picture, put me in the book. I am NOBO hiker number 4 this year, or at least the 4th person that got their picture taken. It's probably a couple others that went through. Yeah, that's kind of cool. The trail always works out somehow like that. John Brown Wax Museum. Let's see, can you see? I want to free all the slaves in the state. If the citizens interfere with me, I must only burn the town and have blood, declared John Brown at the start of the October 16th through 18th, 1859 raid. Brown and his 18 men captured and held the armory for 36 hours. As the tide turned against the raiders trapped in the fire engine house, their leader, John Brown, ordered, "Take aim and make every shot count." U.S. Marines spattered through the door, wounded and captured Brown, and ended the raid. Brown was hanged for murder, treason, and inciting a slave insurrection. But just a few years later, United States colored troops marched through Harpers Ferry to fight for the Union and freedom. Here's John Brown at the time. So that happened right up here, right where that obelisk stands. John Brown made his stand. Railroad pretty nice. The trail just follows this bike path for a little bit. One of the few sections on the AT that's just nice and flat and smooth. So I ended up staying at a little hostel right here, just north of Harpers Ferry, because I couldn't tell if I was getting sick or not. It was so cold. It's sometimes hard to tell out here, especially when you get like sunburn, windburn, and then when it's really cold, it's hard to tell, especially when I'm so tired anyway. Then you also can't tell, like, are you tired because you've been walking for 1,000 miles, or are you tired because your body's fighting off something? So all those factors combined, plus the fact that it's going to be really cold last night, decided to call it short, go ahead and stay in the hostel, get a town dinner, and get a lot of sleep. I was really tired. I fell asleep like at 8 o'clock. So, and this morning, I still can't tell if I'm feeling off or if I'm just tired. So, I don't know, I'm just gonna keep walking, keep an eye on it, see how I feel. Right now I'm walking and it's fine, so just gonna keep walking on it. It's really cold this morning. It's like 20 degrees right now. But the sun is out. Hopefully it'll warm up a little bit. And right where I am, there's not too much wind, so as long as there's not a ton of wind, it'll be fine for the day. And going through Maryland, the terrain is so much easier compared to what's been down south, so that will also be nice. Taking off a layer because I'm starting to sweat, and when it's cold like this, it's really important that you don't get all sweaty, because your layers, they become much less effective if they're wet. And then in the cold, if your stuff is wet, that can become a dangerous situation. So in the mornings, it's a lot of stopping, putting on layers, taking off layers. But better to do that than to be lazy and get all sweaty, and then you're really screwed. This is the original Washington Monument, built on July 4th, 1827. Some steps there you can go up top, but too much work. The Washington Monument, the original one behind me, was actually closed when I came through in 2016 because it had been struck by lightning. And there were actually people inside when that happened. They were sheltering from a storm, and I guess one of the ladies got blown out of that doorway when it happened. I think they were all okay, or they all survived at least. So there was damage to the structure, and kind of a crazy story. I guess the lesson there is don't go hide in the Washington Monument when there is a storm. The Appalachian Trail is just so pristine and wild. You're so remote out here. Just feel like I'm all alone in the wilderness. No people around. It's really pretty crazy how wild and not surrounded by people the trail is. So I was just doing some math in my head, and of the last 5 nights to include tonight, I have spent inside. So Friday night was in Bears Den Hostel. Saturday and Sunday I was in D.C. Monday I stayed at that hostel a little bit north of Harpers Ferry. And then tonight, gonna stay in town up here. Marvel's gonna come grab me again. So am I even hiking anymore? But it's pretty cool. Like I said, the trail provides, and this was a stretch where I think I needed a little bit of rest and recuperation, and that's exactly what I'm getting. My knee it's good now. It's fine. I will have gone, 27, 28 today, and it hasn't bothered me at all. I haven't worn the brace. Holding on to it. Probably hold on to it for another couple days, just in case, but so far so good. My ankle is all good. The latest thing was whether I was getting sick or not. So last night, I fell asleep at 8. I slept for 11 full hours, like straight. This morning I still felt just a little bit off, but as I head into this afternoon, I'm feeling much more 100%. So I don't think I got sick. I think my body was fighting something, producing antibodies or something like that. And it's so hard to tell out here though, because I've been having allergies because I'm allergic to all the trees, wildflowers that are blooming right now. So I've been sneezing like crazy, having to blow my nose. And then of course you're really tired. So it's like, am I having to blow my nose every 5 minutes and tired because I'm getting sick, or is it allergies and just I'm tired from hiking? But I am thankful for the awareness that the meditation practice brings. It helps in so many little ways out here, but one of the things is that awareness helps me to parse out kind of what's going on in my body, to know, what's an injury, what's a pain. Like my ankle on the right side, that was just more pain. With that knee on the left side, that's something to be much more mindful of, because that could become a real injury. And then being able to notice, okay, this feels a little different in my body than just allergies and fatigue from hiking. Then, cut it short last night, stayed inside, slept for 11 straight hours, and today go inside again, and hopefully that will be what I need. Pretty beautiful sunset. One nice thing about doing this in winter into spring, you get views everywhere you go. Just in case, but looks like I am not at all back on trail. Had a pretty restful night. Huge breakfast. Definitely was fighting off something. I don't think I was ever sick, but my body was fighting off something. Feeling much better today. Been out hiking for about an hour, and guess what? It's starting to rain again. So better put this camera away. Trail here in Maryland has been super nice, just very well graded. It feels like I've been just walking on flat ground most of the day. Noticeably less effort than the rest of the trail so far. Somebody's having a good time out there. Trail is starting to get rocky. sign must be pretty old because it is 1,067 miles from here to Georgia. The Mason-Dixon line. This is the border to Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, someone has stolen the sign. But another state down, entering Pennsylvania, and it's actually a pretty nice day today. It warmed up a whole bunch, so that's nice. I'll probably hike on a little bit into the evening, do at least 30, and try and push a bigger day tomorrow. Wake up earlier. So I got rid of my stove, but you can still eat these good dehydrated meals without a stove. Let's see, this one requires 2/3 of a cup. 2/3 of a cup. I have no idea how many liters that is, but I'm just gonna kind of fill it up. Eyeball it here, and a little bit more. And then over the course of the next several hours as I hike, it should rehydrate, or at least mostly rehydrate, enough that I can eat it. Feeling really good today. Knees all better. I don't feel like I'm getting sick anymore. Last couple of days of rest, exactly what I needed. This is Corey Gap Shelter. It's really nice. You have flowers. I guess that side's broken. I don't know. You got 2 shelter sides. I'm going to show you the shelter in the daylight. This is where I slept. Let's see, innkeeper, cowboy, raisin. They're probably the people responsible for getting this done. There's a skylight. And this side, I see why it's blocked off now. Looks like the roof got caved in by a blowdown. That would have been terrifying if you were sleeping under here. They've got planters of flowers. A swing, some nice tent pads. The spring is just right over here. And of course, it's raining again. It's really humid today. Makes sense because it's about 90% chance of rain. But yeah, the humidity feels like it's like a heavy blanket, and kind of crazy that 2 days ago it was so cold I had to have every layer on, and today it feels like I'm overheating even when the sun's not out. This is really pretty. Getting pretty dark. Starting to rain. I put this camera away. Here it comes. Halfway there. Not sure what I feel. Mostly just kind of tired today. I wonder if I'm still feeling a little bit effects of fighting off whatever sickness or whatever's going on. But happy to be halfway done with the AT, and just 2 more trails to go after that. Looking forward to getting up north into Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. I'm sure that'll be pretty. Yeah, ice cream today too. See that half broken off tree right there? It just fell right in front of me. That's the first time out here I've actually seen a tree fall in front of me. It's a reminder that dead limbs, dead trees can be quite dangerous in a storm, high winds. The Iron Master's Mansion. This is actually an AT hostel, but I don't think they're open yet. And I've had enough nights inside. Well, this sucks. General store is closed. Once again, it was closed in 2016 when I came through. Just can't eat that goddamn half-gallon of ice cream for the life of me. At least the bathroom's open, and I can throw away my trash in the dumpster. The AT museum back there, also closed. Some thunder and lightning now. Hopefully that stays away. Lightning's getting closer. Lightning's right on top now. Times like this, you just gotta let go. Whoa, there's a rainbow all the way across the sky. That's cool. So I'm at the Alec Kennedy shelter now. The last 2 miles were pretty annoying. Started thunderstorming again, so lightning everywhere, rain, and then there was a bunch of these rocks that were just you had to clamber over, so a bunch of wet rocks. But I'm at camp. Tomorrow I will get to Port Clinton in the morning, Boiling Springs in the morning. Get some breakfast, carry out some lunch, and then get to Duncannon in the evening. The ironworks operations here started in 1760s, ended in 1895 in Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania. This tree is huge. And this house over here, really pretty. This town has a lot of character. I like it. Eating a nice meal in Boiling Springs, and then hiking on. I am walking through the Cumberland Valley now. It's basically 17 miles going through farmland. It reminds me a lot of that Windows screensaver, you know, the old one with just green fields and blue sky. That's what all this looks like to me. It's very flat, easy walking, so I have no complaints. The weather has been so strange the last couple of days. It got cold again today and it was snowing just a little bit earlier, but now it's like sunny and nice, and I'm feeling much better today. I woke up feeling really energized, and I felt pretty good all day. So I think finally, whatever's been going on finally kicked it. I will be in Duncannon in just a few hours, probably a little bit after sunset. Stay in a hostel there, get a bunch of food, get some good rest,